Hello friends, welcome back. This is part 33 of Shep's Spiritual Awakening and Destiny to Serve. Just got a checklist here. In this part, I'd like to talk about what happened, and Peter was still talking to me, this was the same day as in the last video, when he had told me that the Chinese healing guide had been set free. Went on then to say a couple more things and talk about Su Ling. So after he said Mia had been set free, he said that the leader of this guide's nation had come to him, and this guide that had betrayed me was his son, the leader, and my guidance were handpicked to be representatives of their countries and nations and of their peoples. So they were quite spiritual, most of them presumed to be. Obviously this one wasn't too spiritual, that betrayed me. So he come, and Peter said the whole of this guide's nation have been walking around for 3 days since they learnt of what this guide had done. They've been walking around with their heads bowed down low in shame at what he'd done. This leader of this country offered to help me in any way he could, which I didn't take that offer as it happened, because there was nothing more he could do really. Well, now Peter then went on to talk about Su Ling, and he said that Su Ling in the spirit realm is of 20 years of age in appearance, and that she's a very highly evolved spiritual being and has had four lives totally upon the earth herself, and that she's on plane 10, the highest achieved plane of evolution within the spirit realm. He then went on to say her names, and she had several names because she's had 4 lives, of course. I didn't really remember too many of them other than Su Ling. I do know a couple more, but I don't choose to reveal those. Then a couple of days went past, and Su Ling came back again and showed herself to Peter. She was there as a spirit orb, but she showed herself, in a vision to Peter clairvoyantly, and he said, Su Ling's here and she's jumping up and down. And Peter was chuckling because Su Ling was walking as Japanese refined ladies did and still do. She was walking with tiny little steps because she's a very traditional Japanese lady. So Su Ling greets me with a warm welcome, and Peter tells me that she wears a red rose every day for my past life and myself, I guess, as a symbol of her love and her heart's love for us. Su Ling, Peter said, Su Ling says you are free to have relationships and continue to have relationships upon the earth if you wish to do so. That she is my wife through past life, but that's what Peter said. He said talk to her about that if you wish to. Su Ling then said through Peter that she would always be by my side in this lifetime, and she has. She's been by my life every day of this lifetime, before my awakening and since, so she's a great support to me. Now, a couple more days went by. It was 3 or 4 days since I'd known of Su Ling becoming my master guide, and this other guide who I did not know was conspiring against me. I knew he'd kidnapped somebody, and I knew he'd come in my light, and he hadn't really attacked me as far as I was aware, although he had, but I wasn't aware of being attacked by him. I just thought he was a mischievous spirit. I just assumed he wanted to be the big I am amongst those others that were there in the spirit realm supporting him, that the others that held the hostage captive. So I had no idea it was a conspiracy of any sort. I just thought it was trouble with one individual person. That's all. I thought it was all over and done with and dusted. Anyway, these spirit were still in my light. The guide had been stopped, but the other 2 criminals and the woman were still in my light, and I didn't know that, of course. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, my light was a tiny little thing that nobody could stay in anyway once it was turned down low. But Peter said, Neil, Sue Ling asked you if you would stop swearing at her. Now, it had been 3 or 4 days since she'd taken over as my master guide, and as far as I was aware, I just thought to myself, well, I haven't sworn at her. You know, I didn't understand it, but I didn't say nothing. I thought maybe I let her, you know, old bloody slip or something once, and, you know, she is a refined Japanese lady, she doesn't like swearing, that's fair enough. But I knew I hadn't been swearing at her, basically, and I didn't know, you know, I didn't know what to make of that. But I thought, well, I'll try and be on my best behaviour if I talk to her. But I was just getting muffled thoughts coming into my head now. I wasn't really hearing voices anymore. And, you know, they were pretending to be spirit guides, these criminals in my light. And obviously, I figured out later that they were listening to Sue Ling talking down my light, and they were answering her, pretending to be me. Probably putting on my accent or whatever through imagination. They can use this piece of equipment which can project a voice or thoughts, because I've used it myself, and I can make it speak back to me, which annoyed them greatly. But you can put any noise through this piece of equipment and it transmits it through a speaker of some sort, and they were probably using that to delude Sue Ling, and they were swearing at her, obviously, to upset her. Now, why they wasted their time doing that, I don't know, trying to delude her as well, but they did. So it was them. Anyway, thank you for watching. The website links, other links are below this video. I'll go on to the next video now and talk about a miraculous healing that Father God did, and about Peter healing me also. So bless you. Thank you for watching. Love and light. Shep.